All right, y'all. We live here in the Live Hip Hop Daily Studios, GameFi podcast. It's got it going on. Yeah. What's this, episode 4? Episode 5? 4, 5? I'm losing count, y'all. I'm losing count, but we got it going on. We doing our thing. We coming to y'all a little bit early this week. Very eventful weekend coming up here in Atlanta, and we're gonna talk about it and everything. But I got a special guest on today. Got some special guests in the room observing me today as well. So we're gonna give them a shout out in a little bit. But again, I'm Coach E, Crane Violet, Professor Thomas, all that good stuff. On the GameFi podcast, we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. B, you ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So today is a special day. We're going to make this the Crystal Ray Atlanta takeover for the GameFi podcast. And on this last podcast in the month of February, we're ending Black History Month with this takeover broadcast and special guests. So starting earlier last semester, I was meeting with one of my frat brothers, Mr. Harris, principal over at Crystal Ray Atlanta, and actually it was the way that I met him. I think we talked about it before. It's kind of like a divine intervention thing. I passed by several gas stations on the way to drop my daughter off for dance, and so I came back to another gas station, and I pulled up right next to a car with a guy who happened to be in my fraternity, which is Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And we got a chance to start talking. And, that's when I found out he was a principal of high school. And I said, well, I work with youth and high school youth with esports and the things that I'm doing. And that's where our friendship started. And we talked about going, and this was like probably summertime that I met him. And then we talked about going into the year and making sure that we did a pipeline, because that's when we had the program at Morris Brown College that we were starting. And I said, I definitely want to reach out and create a partnership and a pipeline. So that's why I met Mr. Harris, y'all. So that was pretty cool how that happened. And then, so we started it. We got together and, I met with Mr. Gasson, one of their teachers, Mr. O'Shea. I met with him as well, and we penned everything, got the okay from Dr. James over at Morris Brown to start this partnership, which has been awesome. And so from that, we've been meeting like every Friday over at Morris Brown College in the Ronald Fuller Thomas Center for Esports and Innovation. And we've also been every first Monday of every month, I believe, is when they come as well. And so we've had fun. We've had a field trip or two. We have some more slated. Got to know these young people very, very well. And, it's all about just going to the next level. So a lot of these young people are gamers. So we got some Fortniters. We got some 2Kers, some FIFA soccer players, and some Maddeners and all kind of stuff. Then we got some fighters, some fighting game aficionados as well. But it's been a lot of fun. The young people are interested in game design. They're interested in, this whole industry and finding their place as well. So that's the cool thing about being able to do the work that we do at Pharaoh's Conclave and PCX Go. And, now folding in our Live Hip Hop Daily family. Shouts out Jay Black over there on the ones and twos. When I met with them to begin with, I told them I was going to introduce them to people who are doing a lot of the stuff that we do. And so we're going to that's going to be a part of the show today, find out who you are and what you do. I know we had that one show with me and you, but now, we're going to do a little bit, and I'm kind of going to have them interview a little bit because one of their projects was to do an interview. Did you ever do your interview?
No. Okay,
well, you know what? We're gonna do your interview today. You're going to interview Mr. Jay Black. How about that?
All right, that's good.
All right, cool. So, do you remember your questions offhand?
No, not off the bat.
It's all good. We'll shoot it from the hip. And everything. But to start this off, what I want to do is on this last episode during Black History Month, I want to give a little bit of history. So, men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated are known for not just having a good time and not just stepping and what we call it marching and hopping, but we also known for making sure that we educate individuals when we're doing things. And so, I always want to leave a little bit of education wherever we go. And not many people know about the origin of Black History Month. This is something that, when I was being initiated into the fraternity, that I learned a lot about. And so what I learned was that, Black History Month started out as Black History Week, right? And it wasn't even Black History Week. It started out as Negro History Week. And so when it got started, there was a man by the name of Carter G. Woodson, all right, who is also a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So, it's just, again, divine intervention that, somebody decided to do that and pull it together. But, it's observed in February. Everybody knows. Carter G. Woodson was a historian, and he wanted to make sure that people learned and understood more about Negro history at the time. And so when, while he was working on his doctorate, he got his doctorate from Harvard University. And so, he understood how Black Americans were being left out of the narrative of American history. And so he wanted to make sure he did something about that. So what he started to do was collect narratives and report on what Black Americans were doing at the time. And so people often joke that Black History Month is regulated to the shortest month of the year, but Woodson was very calculated in his decision to do that. Not a lot of folks knew that in February, there was a lot of Black history that happened in February. So in 1915, when he founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, that idea came to him to do this after he got a chance to see the movie Birth of a Nation, which was a very, very, very controversial movie that was put out depicting, how the races were working with each other or not working with each other, or being exploited, or even just characterized as evil and all kind of stuff. I mean, if you ever have a chance to even see it, I mean, I'm not the one to say ban movies or ban books or things like that. I think when people make stuff like that, you ought to be able to watch it and learn about it, right? Have you ever seen that, Birth of a Nation?
Nah, I haven't. They just redid it. They did a new one, didn't they? He did it and they shut it down?
Well, I think I remember they did something new on it, but Birth of a Nation was, you just got to see it. I don't want to run a spoiler for anybody, but it put Black people in the light, and people talked about it was one of the movies that really sparked a lot of the lynch mobs that were going on around the country. They depicted African Americans in a very bad light. That we were, criminals. We were out to murder, rape, and do all kind of crazy things. And that stereotype and that archetype has played out in a lot of the massacres and the riots and the race wars that have happened throughout the years. You can always point back to Birth of a Nation as a reason why, or how some of that started. So I definitely want y'all to go check that out if y'all haven't seen it, and then hit us up on social and let us know what y'all think about that. But he chose the week in 1926, February 7, 1926, as Negro History Week for its symbolism. Some big things happened in February. So that particular week, February 12th. The birthdays included birthdays on February 12th of Abraham Lincoln. The celebration is celebrated for the Emancipation Proclamation then as well, and then also Frederick Douglass, formerly enslaved Frederick Douglass, was doing a lot of things during that time as well. So and he was born on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, which is interesting. And so all of that was happening, and people were celebrating anyway. So he wanted to capitalize on that. Smart. Why try to create something that, people have to gravitate towards if they're already doing it? Just let's pull it out and put a little bit of focus on it intentionally. And so he wanted to do that. And then that's where it came into being a week at that point. And then, as it was going on and more information would come out, he wrote a book called The Miseducation of the Black Negro in 1933. And people were asking for more information about African Americans that were doing, the history, what they were doing, because, we were everywhere. We were inventing things, we were, becoming millionaires, we were in business and agriculture, engineering, science, all those kind of things. So Gerald Ford was credited with, saying that, hey, we should do this for a whole month. But it later went on down to Jimmy Carter, son of Georgia, to say, hey, let's officially make it a federally national Black History Month. And that's when it came into being on that. And so, again, but you trace it all the way back to the Bros, to the Qs, for recognizing that we needed to do that. And ever since then, we've always been doing all the stuff. Brandon, have you ever heard of that before?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't heard of that.
All right,
before.
so that's some Black history for you.
And that's
right.
good. That's good history because people always say, "Oh, we got the shortest month of the year," but they don't really know why.
Right.
So it's not intentionally. It's not like they gave us this month. We actually did this.
We chose this month, right? Dr. Wilson, he was like, "Listen, all of these pivotal things in Black American history happened in February with the birth of some prominent figures and then the Emancipation Proclamation. Let's go ahead and actively do it." And so we have to be intentional with what we do. We can't just be like, "Hey, we shouldn't arbitrarily just pick a time to do something or to celebrate something." Find out the history.
That too.
That's all we got to do. Find out the history behind it, and then we can do some things and come together and do something. So now we're gonna go ahead and jump on. So that was your Black History tip for today on this last show episode for February, this Black History Month in 2022. Again, thank Black History Month to the Bros, to the Qs, to the Omegas. Now we're moving on to the gaming segment. B just sitting here all quiet. I'm gonna actually let him get on. I wanted to do that spiel, and then we'll do a little bit more interactive. I'm gonna ask him a couple of questions, 2-3 questions, and see what's going on. But GameFi Podcast is the gaming segment. Everything gaming, art, music, esports, and film. We talk on this session. We got the Crystal Ray High School, Jesuit High School students of Atlanta in the house doing their thing. They're very smart and inquisitive young people. So it's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast with working with him. I'm having a blast with this guy right here. He thinks he's good on Madden and 2K. I don't know, he thinks. But we're going to get to meet this young man as we get into our game session. And as per usual, everybody, we're going to start out with our number one question. So, B, Brandon, Magruder, when did you first fall in love with video games?
Like, ever since I was like 4 years old, like going to my cousin's house and stuff like that, he always had like a PS3, and like we used to just play 2K and like all types of games. And yeah, that's when I really fell in love. And I've been playing ever since. And, like my uncle, he always had like a 2K, and I always used to go to his house and play a 2K with him, even though he used to beat me every time.
Can he beat you now?
Nah.
Nah, you beating him.
Yeah.
Knocking him out now. I get it. That's how y'all do. Y'all get on and y'all figure out how to beat us.
Yes, he actually is the reason that I play basketball, like, to this day. He taught me everything I know, really. And he's, like, he trained me when I was little and, like, now. So, like, that's why I'm so good now. Because, like, it's like he said, it really carries over. Like, if you play, like, 2K and, like, you play in real life, it'll help you in real life because, you can learn stuff from the game when you think about it. Now,
okay, so tell everybody your name real quick.
All right, my name is Brandon Magruder.
And what school do you go to?
Cristo Rey Atlanta Jesuit High School, and I'm a freshman.
All right, and so you just heard that. Now, I've been telling y'all, with the training that we do, that you can look at video games to actually be simulators for a simulator for what you're trying to do and the work that you're trying to get into. So based on that, just on what you said, like what are some of the things like you noticed that has transferred over from you playing the game and being able to recognize when you actually play? Because you're on the team. Are you on the varsity team?
Yeah, varsity basketball and baseball.
So you and baseball.
Yeah.
Do you play NBA? Do you play MLB The Show?
Yeah.
So does that help too?
Yeah. It's like I haven't played baseball since I was little, and I just started back playing this year. But like I've been playing MLB, so I know the rules. It taught me the rules and like stuff like that. It taught me the rules, and I learned stuff from the game.
Got you. So what's some? So let's go back to 2K because I know basketball is like your real love.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that your uncle highlighted as you were playing 2K that transfers over to what you do now on the court?
Like the shot, really, like shots, and it's like he always gets mad at me because like I want to play like. He be like, I used to like want to play like Stephen Curry, and I used to just jack up threes when I was in middle school. I used to just shoot threes all the time, and I used to miss, but I still just kept shooting and just kept shooting. But when I play with the older players like Kobe, Allen Iverson, and stuff like that, like the older point guards, it's like their shots are like better. If you think about it, it's like they didn't shoot as much threes. But like their forms, he wanted me to look at the form, like Kobe Bryant form. He has a great form, and it's like just set. So that's what I've been watching, and I shoot way better now.
Okay,
yeah.
And it's interesting, and you can do that. And the other part of it, you get to play a lot, you get to see a lot. It's like you stay on the game. Like how much do you play the game? Like you get a chance. Are you like all night player, that kind of thing?
Like on the weekdays, we practice every day. Homework, so I really don't have time to play. Like I can play, like my mom allows me to, but I just be pooted out pretty much. Like when I get home, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay down and go to sleep. But I really don't have time to play on the weekdays. But on the weekends, yeah.
See parents like it's an athletic sport. You're an athlete. Either you're gaming, video game athlete, traditional athlete, doesn't matter, but you're a student athlete at the end of the day. So, you get your work in school, you do your practices, and you come home and you'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. If you raise the bar and let them know how you want them to do, because I know a lot of parents come to me asking me, well, how do I keep my son or my daughter, from playing too much and doing the things. But I think it's about how they play and with what purpose do they play with. So, we can, that's a good thing. Anybody else on your team play 2K?
Yeah, my friend named Christopher Scandon. Like that's my best friend right there.
Do you think it's helping him play a little bit better?
He want to be a point guard, but he's like almost 6 feet. And he's a center, but he wants to play point guard so bad. But that's what the position he plays on the game. But he don't play that in real life. But like, I mean, yeah, it does help. Like when he plays like center, it helps. Like he has good basketball IQ. We both got good basketball IQ. That's another thing. Like when you play 2K, it helps build your IQ, and it's like video games. They actually help you in life, but you just gotta know how to control it. Like you just can't play them all the time. But like they teach you a lot of stuff. Video games teach you a lot of stuff.
And I mean, am I paying you for what you're saying?
No,
not at all. I mean, see, that's real, man. So I mean, Jay, how do you feel? Do you feel what he's saying makes sense?
Even what he said, like especially with you playing sports, like. If you really pay attention, it helps you with like your game IQ, situational, how to handle situations, time management, the intangible things in the game, not just the skill, not just the scoring, but just those intangible things. So I agree completely. Yeah. I agree completely.
I don't know. I feel like we can just end it on that right there. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, that right there, we're gonna have to put a cut just on that part.
I actually heard. I think it was LeBron. Like he would play like 2K to scout his team, like the other
because
teams.
They build it because when you go on, at this point they are designing the games based on what they're doing and how they're doing in the real life league. Like they get the players to play, right? They get the players to do their moves. They get the players to talk about, to have input, and they use the playbooks from the coaches. And they might not use the entire playbook, but the schemes and the concepts are the same.
Right.
So, you can really learn some stuff. And that's one of the things I talk to parents about as well, depending on what they want to do. What's that, Adrian? Are you sure? I'm going to get you up here now. You sound like you want to be up here.
And it's like another thing, like, ever since, like, when I started, like, my mom, my uncle and my mom, they always told me, and my grandma all the time, they be like, during quarantine especially, they're like, you play this game so much, you need to learn how to, like, you need to find a way where you can make money and, like, you can create your own game. And now that I'm starting working with Mr. Thomas and seeing, like, actual people having careers, like, in this field, like, I actually thought, like, I maybe want to do this one day if I don't want to do sports, because, like, this is what I like to do, and I go to college to do this and do what I like to do. That's easy money. So,
hey.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying is you work hard, you play hard, and you have to, because we often, when we meet, we play all the time when we meet and we talk, but we also work and pull things together. Like, we're getting prepared for a big weekend with Black College Con at Morris Brown College. We shouts out to Keisha Walker with Black Collegiate Gaming Association. We're going to be doing an open house at Morris Brown from 2 to 4. And we're going to be reintroducing the center to a lot of students, but we also have some K through 12 students and some parents who are going to be coming through as well and learning about the pipeline and what we're doing. And then, this is the kind of stuff. And so he's helping me get ready for that. But then also we're going to talk about some other stuff he's helping me with right now, because as they're part of the corporate work study program, these are my interns. So they're literally working. They're doing on-the-job training and working for my company right now. And these are the skills they get to put on their resumes right now, start portfolios and build networks, because they're going to be networking with a lot of the stuff that we're doing and the partnerships we're making in the city. They get a chance to talk and meet the people who are, playing these games or around these games, especially 2K. They're going to get a chance next month to really learn more about that. But I mean, I don't even want to mess up. We're gonna move on to the next segment right there, because Brandon killed that one. He really killed that one. So here we go. Anime segment. Yeah. And see, they can't hear what we hear.
Yeah.
But this is our anime segment, anime segment, GameFi podcast, game and art, music, esports and film. It is Coach E. We got B. What's your gamer name? What's your gamer tag?
It's FG Brandon.
FG. What does FG stand for?
It's like float. It's called Float Game. Like one of my favorite basketball players. His name is Eric Gaines. Like, he went to Latonia High School. He currently plays at LSU. It's his second year, but like he started that, like, cause he could jump high. So like it's called Float Game. Like, so.
Okay, Float Game.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't jump as high as him yet.
But you're working on it though.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cool. So you got Float Game up in here. Float Game, right? With the N? Gotcha.
But it's
so,
just
FG.
Just FG.
He's a FG Brandon.
Yeah.
FG Brandon. We got FG Brandon in the house doing it up on the podcast today. So do you watch anime?
No, not really. I really couldn't get into it. Like, I play like Shinobi Strikers, like Naruto and stuff like that. I play the anime games.
Okay,
like,
the fighters. Okay.
Yeah, but most of the people like I talk to, they like anime. I just never got into it really.
I got you. Yeah. Adriana, you into anime? Well, what you mean you don't like anime? Who else? Anybody here watch anime? Chris, what anime you watching? Who? Over what? Over under?
Over 100.
Oh, you've watched over 100 animes. So you just got them in rotation like that. Okay. Now, did you say that that's something you interested in? Doing some stuff with animation and whatnot? Not particularly. Yeah, I should bring. Yeah, switch up. Come here. We're gonna switch them out real quick. Come on up here, Chris. We're gonna talk a little anime since you in the anime. We're gonna talk. Go ahead, pop your earphones on. All right, I'm gonna hit the music again so you can get set. You ready? Yeah. Here we go. This is the anime segment. We moving in with Chris. Chris, what's your gamer tag? If you're comfortable, you can take your mask down if you want to. Okay, I feel. Hey, he got his man. My son started drawing characters with masks before we even had like a mask mandate. They carried on, so you looking like an anime character up here. Got the hat and the mask on. I feel. Hey, safety first. I got you, man. We are still in COVID. I appreciate you. I respect everything and everyone's. So like, this is the music that's supposed to make you feel like you're doing like a Naruto run.
I can definitely feel it.
You can feel that. You can feel that. So you lean in just a little bit closer when you talk, there where you can hear you.
Is it?
Yeah. All right, cool. So we're on the GameFi podcast. We got Chris in the house, man. So what are some of the animes? First of all, when did you first fall in love with video games, Chris?
It was very early in my childhood. Since I can remember, I've been playing video games with my brother. We would always get in trouble and like get our game taken, but we would always try to find a way to keep playing video games.
So what's your favorite game you playing right now?
Right now, I haven't been playing too much, but whenever I hop on the game, I play Fortnite.
All right, yeah, he's always doing builds in the center and going back and forth and whatnot. It's all good. So introduce yourself to everybody real quick.
My name is Christopher Perez, and I go to Christopher Jesuit Atlanta.
All right, awesome. And you're also a freshman?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So anime. So what's your favorite anime? What you watching?
Currently, my favorite anime, I have like a top 3. Which would be like Death Note, Golden Time, and Plastic Memories.
Okay. And what is it about anime that you really like?
Just a diversity of all the types of genres that you can watch. Like, it's not a set genre. You can watch like horror, slice of life, anything really. Like, it's really diverse in what you can like experience as well.
Exactly. I mean, I enjoy, I do the old school anime, and we've had extensive discussions about anime on the podcast, and everybody doing their thing and looking at their stuff. But my son is watching the anime, right? What's the anime called with the basketball players?
There's a few. There's like Kuroko's basketball, and I think it's called like Slam Dunk.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
I forget which one it's called, but I'm watching them, and it's like they playing basketball with powers and stuff, and they thinking, and I mean it's crazy just to see them do something like that and put it together for being able to play like that. So that's cool. That's cool. So have you ever thought about creating a character for yourself or based on yourself?
Definitely, but I'm not like the biggest like artistic or creative person.
I'm so glad you said that. So in animation or comic book creation, a lot of people stop who have great ideas about stories and characters because they don't think they can do it because they're not the artsy type of person. It's a group effort. So you can come up with the character, you can develop the character, do the storyline, develop the stories and the concepts, and somebody else can do the drawing.
Yeah.
It's just like with game design. You don't have to be real good at computer programming to code the game, to design a game. You can have somebody on your team that can do that, but you can build the concept, the characters, develop the story. All of that goes together, and then you can pass that design document off to somebody who takes it the rest of the way. I mean, you do the same thing. Like with people who want to build buildings, an architect comes up with stuff. An architect comes up with things all the time, right? They'll draw the building, but they're not the ones who actually build the building. Right? They pass it off. So, that's why you got to create teams. And that's why teamwork is important in everything. And that's one of the things we're teaching, especially with what y'all doing with the 8 of you all. It's teamwork. We work together and everybody has their own roles. But, we can work on that. We can create characters and we can do all the different things that we need to do. So I think we talked about this a little bit, but definitely one of the things, like some of y'all are going to be in my game design program. Some of y'all like yourself are going to be in my comic book creation program, but all of y'all are going to be in my professional gamer program to just kind of learn about the industry and just everything all together. So I'm glad you said that. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to be the most artistic person. If you can come up with the idea and develop the characters, I mean, I'm sure you got some stories in the back of your head already.
Definitely, I do have some like ideas that have popped into my head, and like my creative and artistic abilities have definitely like told me I can't do it.
You can't illustrate it,
Yeah.
but you can develop it. So real quick, let me ask you a couple of questions then. Let's ask a couple of questions like this. So if you could create anime or manga, what would it be about? Like what are some of the kinds of heroes you're thinking about creating?
I would personally do let's see. Like there's so many genres I can't even like pick a specific genre.
Just grab one. There's one whichever one that pops in your head right now.
Right now, like the most popular I would say would be isekai, being where the main character at the beginning of the show, they get killed in some type of way and get transported into a different like world.
Like a world or dimension or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. That's a great concept. And a lot of movies and things and television shows and are being based off of that. So yeah, you're right. That is one of the most popular things that are storylines that are story arcs that are happening right now inside of anime. So that's cool. So cool. So that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna go ahead and get you. And how do you say it? You say isekai?
Yeah, isekai.
Isekai. So we're gonna get you working on the isekai. How about that?
That sounds fun.
All right, well, we got you now. It's gonna be some work now. Now I got you. Remember, he's a freshman, so I got him for the next. After this year, I got it for 3 more years. So y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see something drop. Y'all gonna see it. You ready? You gonna put it together? Now we're gonna get you an illustrator. We're gonna get somebody to draw out everything, but we're gonna help you to develop the character, which means you're gonna come up with the the foundation of the character. Then you're gonna build the character's sociology. Which is how they think and how they work with the world. The sociology is how they interact with the world and others. Their physiology is how they look, and then y'all's gonna do their psychology, which is the way they think and what they believe. So we're gonna pull that together, and it's not just for the main character because you're gonna need some supporting characters, and then we're gonna go into a story, do an origin story, and then move it from there.
All right, that sounds,
you ready?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right, that's what I'm saying. All right, we're gonna put together, and then we're gonna sell it.
Oh,
make some money.
Make some money off of that.
Yeah. I mean, people, what you watch right now, they have commercial advertising for it. They have merchandise, T-shirts they make on it. They have comic books they sell. So, stickers, all kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we can do the same thing with yours.
All right.
Bet. Y'all heard it. I got him. This is like a verbal contract, so you can't wiggle out of it, all right?
Yeah, I can't back out of this one now.
Nah, you can't back out. Now I got you on there. We're going to show your mama this too.
Oh, no.
I got you now. Yeah, Mom, we got you. Give a shout out to your mom.
I don't even know how to say her name in English. Cause you don't
got to say her name in English. Say it in Spanish.
I'm just going to say shout out to my mom.
That's cool. Shout out to Mom. Yeah. Chris's mom. We working on him. We're going to get him speaking, and he's going to be doing some more of these interviews and working a lot with us. So I'm very proud of what he does and the work he's doing. He's going to be competing in Fortnite in our youth esports league. So I'm glad to see where he finds out where he ends up on that. I think he has a really good shot of scoring some scholarship money, some prize money, some prizes and things like that. Most definitely. Cool. Well, appreciate you, sir. This will wrap up our anime segment. So listen, I'm putting it out there right now. The next segment is a music segment. Who likes music?
Get Juan in here. For sure.
Juan, you like me? Oh yeah, Juan. Let's talk. You know what? You're our dancer. Yeah, Juan. We're gonna talk. All right, we're gonna switch this out. I'm gonna start. We're gonna switch this out. Come on, Juan. Come on up now. Go ahead. We're gonna switch this out. We're gonna bring Juan to the stage. Come right through the middle right there. That's right. Got one in the house. That's what's up. Go ahead and pop those on, sir. I like this. I got all the guests, all the segments on this one right here, Jay. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Now we transition over to our music segment. Hey. Hey, everybody. Coach E in the house here on the GameFi podcast. Making it do what it do on this last episode of February. And I know my wife says, don't time stamp them, but I want to time stamp. I want people to know when this happened. And we live now, so it don't even matter. It don't even matter. We're doing our thing here at the Live Hip Hop Daily Studios, GameFi podcast, game arts, animation, music, esports, and film. We're now transitioning over to our music segment. Got our beats in the back. All right, so introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Juan Flores.
Got lean in just a little bit closer.
I go to Cristo Rey Atlanta Jesuit High School.
All right. And he's also a freshman. See, I got some. See, we get to do some longevity here. I got these young folks for some years. So we're gonna really do some big things. That's a lot of information, a lot of data, a lot of work they're gonna be putting in with Pharaoh's Conclave and even with Cristo Rey and with Morris Brown College as well. So we're gonna be doing some great things. So I'm bringing you on here. So number one question first. When did you first fall in love with video games?
Video games. I used to go to my cousin's house. Yeah, that's kind of like how Brandon did. Yeah.
And what game were you playing?
We would mostly play FIFA. Yeah.
Okay. Do you play soccer?
Yeah, I play soccer.
Okay, now let's start. So, like Brandon was saying, do you feel like there's some you get to learn and get some things that help you out?
Yeah.
With what you're doing right now?
You can definitely like experience new things like on FIFA and try them out to see how the game really works.
Okay, does it work in real life? The stuff you've been trying?
I mean, not everything, but it's really similar.
Okay.
So what you can do, yeah.
Okay, and hey, there you go again. He's a traditional athlete and an esports athlete because he plays FIFA, and so he's going to be competing. We're going to get a FIFA league. We're going to get our FIFA league going with the Youth Esports League, get our FIFA segment going on, and we're going to anchor it for there. He's going to represent Cristo Rey playing FIFA on that side, so it's going to be a lot of fun that we do on that end. But we're in the music segment, so music. What music are you listening to right now?
Right now, it's a variety, both English and Spanish.
Okay. And, when I first met you, I saw you doing a little something over in the corner, and I was like, what's that? And so you dance, too. So talk a little bit about that. What kind of dance do you do?
Mainly, like, cultural dances that I learned, like, from family and stuff.
Okay. Are you a part of a group?
No.
Okay, so I know, but get this, y'all. This young man, 9th grader, he actually is so good at dancing that he actually don't you get some gigs? Don't you actually make some money?
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, see, he all shy. He act like he don't know what he doing, man. He out there cutting the rug, out there killing them. And what type of dances do you usually do? So I know you at cultural, but what are the names of some of those specific dances? Do you know?
There's bachata, zapateado, norteñas.
See?
Yeah.
And that's northern dance right there, right?
Yeah.
See, y'all forgot. I taught when I first started teaching. I lived in Northern California, so I picked up a couple things while I was out there in Northern Cali. So see, I know a little something. And I watched a lot of my students. They were dancing all the time, and they would have quinceañeras and all kind of stuff. And I went to a couple, man, and I had the time of my life. Y'all got any? I heard somebody talking about a party coming up. Who got a quinceañera coming up?
Ashley Mahongos.
She goes to the school?
Yeah, she goes to.
Hey, give Ashley a shout out real quick.
Today's her birthday.
Oh, today is Ashley's birthday?
Yeah.
Ashley, what's the last name?
Mahongos,
what's up? Happy birthday. Happy quinceañera. I wish I could come. I ain't get my invitation. We're going to figure this out. So she goes to Cristo Rey as well?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna let her know about this episode so she can make sure she gets to hear about her shout out and everything. We gotta be have fun this weekend. Enjoy it. Congratulations. That's what's up. All right. So what do you think? Do you think you're gonna continue to dance? Let me ask you this. Does dancing, does that help you with your soccer play? Just from a rhythmic standpoint, there was a movie, and there was a soccer player, I think from Brazil, that talked about
the Neymar documentary.
Yeah, and did he talk about dance?
I haven't watched it, but
I don't know. It might have been his, but I remember they talked about dance and how just dance, just being understanding rhythm actually helped them out on the field with the moves that they were trying to do. And Neymar got some serious moves. So
yeah.
It's crazy.
He's coming from one of the most skillful countries there is, coming to soccer. So I think, and I think dancing helps with everything. You can have rhythm with everything, cleaning and stuff too.
He said cleaning.
Yeah.
It helped to pass the time to get the cleaning done. I
Yeah.
feel you on that. I play music and I dance when I clean too, cause I don't be wanting to do it. So I got to do something that's gonna help me wanna get out there and do it. What position do you play?
I mainly play center, attacking mid, or striker.
So do you play those positions when you play in FIFA, or do you
Um,
play different positions when you play in FIFA? I mean, you get to play all the positions.
Yeah, I mean,
but mainly, do you try to get to their position just so you can try some stuff out?
yeah, I mainly try to play through the midfield when I'm
Okay.
playing FIFA.
Okay. See, again. And then we're in the backyard of Atlanta United. And so, we're going to be working with them because they also have a professional FIFA team. And so we're going to work with them and then have you do some interning over there and being a part of the organization. Either you're playing for the organization or you're working with the organization behind the scenes. You can be a part of, you can do those things. Did you know that? All right. See, and that's what we do. We expose, we inform, and we educate young people about the entry points into the industry. And it's not just my industry, which is gaming, but all the industries, because the skills that you learn with what we do with our program, they are transferable to other industries and other opportunities and pathways. So, it's all about just learning the soft skills and the hard skills, the employability skills that you need to go to the next level and being employed as a athlete or as a representative, front office, coach, anything, right? So those are going to be some of the cool things we do. You got any events coming up where you're going to be dancing?
No, not that I know.
Okay. Well, if y'all need somebody to dance at your quinceañera or anything, I put one on the spot. You're gonna reach out to one, right? And you're gonna get in there and you do it. So who are some of your favorite artists, Spanish artists that you listen to?
Eslabon Armado.
Say it in the mic. I want everybody to hear it.
Oh, Eslabon Armado.
Because you never know, we might get them to come hang out. They'll see this podcast and be like, look, we got to get down to Crystal Ray and then hang out with one.
I can't really think of any right now.
We'll take that. I'll take that one. And what about on the English side?
On the English side, I like Juice WRLD.
You like Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. What's going on with the the heart glitter, the glitter heart tattoo? You forgot you had that on your face?
I forgot I had that.
Who put that on your face? Judith?
Yeah, it was Judith.
Judith, that was you putting glitter hearts on people's faces over there. Judith is over there. She's so quiet. She's our Judith. Muy poquito. But she's our Judith. Shouts out to Judith. She actually did an interview. She interviewed me the other day. Awesome interview. I really enjoyed it. Did we go live on that interview? We recorded it. We definitely recorded. No, we went live too, didn't we?
Live. We
sure did. We went live on my IG. So y'all might have saw Judith interviewing me. She had some very hard-hitting, riveting questions that she would shoot at me. I thought I was sweating a little bit. I was like, God dog, Jay Black. I was like, you ain't gotta hit me so hard on the questions.
You used to being on the other side.
I don't know. But I think I did okay. Did I do okay, Judith? Okay, she said I did okay. That's all that counts to me. As long as I get, some positive feedback, I think I can do it. But she did say, Coach, you got to work a little bit harder. That's right. That's the fun that we get to have. And was that the first interview you ever did before, Judith? And so that was her first interview, and she actually did really, really well. That may be something that she gets into. Who knows? I got her for 3 more years, so who knows? We're gonna figure it out. Ain't that right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got you. You're in the family forever now. You're in the family forever. So, let's see, on the dancing side, is that something that if you could do professionally, you would do professionally?
Well, I mostly do it for fun, but I really enjoy doing it, so I would consider it.
Oh, okay. Because I know you always tell me like you got practice and stuff like that. That happens a lot. So, I mean, you never know where it will lead you to, But even if you're not necessarily doing it, you might be around it, or you might, just being around it, is a stress reliever first.
Yeah.
If you feel a little upset or if you throw on the music and, hit your steps and knock it out, and then you feel better. It's a great exercise. So you play soccer, you dance. Of course, you go to school. Grades okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good grades. Okay, I always got to check on them to make sure the grades are right. But then also playing video games. So that's a lot, man. I appreciate you, man. I have fun with y'all. Every time I see y'all, I learn something new and I have a lot of fun. All right. Anything you want to add to it?
No.
You got an IG?
Elka Pablo _5.
Say it again.
It's ELCUH and then Pablo _FYE.
All right, so if y'all want to check out one, make sure you check out his IG. Brandon, you got an IG? Yeah. I ain't even asked you. What's your IG? FG Brandon, same thing? Okay, FG Brandon, that's it? Yeah. All right, so FG Brandon, to check him out. And Chris, you got an Instagram? He says it's way too complicated. We might just put it out there when we do one of the cuts or whatever, so y'all will be able to follow him as well. So, you know what I'm saying, see what Chris got going on. That's what's up. All right, so y'all, we about to move into our next segment. So we just did the gaming segment. We did the anime segment. We did the music segment. Now we're going to esports. Who wanna talk esports with me? B, you coming back? Yeah. Come on, B. All right, come on up here. All right, good job, sir.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to make sure we turn this in for y'all project, too. All right. We're gonna turn this in. It's going to be cool. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Now we're transitioning over to the esports segment. Hey. Can you see the marching band marching? Doing their thing. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome to the esports segment of the GameFi podcast. Welcome. This is Coach E in the house, doing his thing on the ones and twos in the Live Hip Hop Daily studios, live on LivehiphopDaily TV.tv. LivehiphopDaily.tv. You can check us out all the time. Follow us. The GameFi podcast on everything, social, on YouTube. We're having a lot of fun. Live Hip Hop Daily YouTube as well. You can find us there. Doing things. Jay Black producing back there, as per usual, making me look like I know what I'm doing when I'm just here. I just spin records. That's all I do. All right, we brought Brandon back on the stage for the esports segment. B, what do you know about esports? First of all, what is esports, B?
Like esports is competitive gaming and like using the gaming platform to make money, like that.
I mean, that's it in a nutshell, for real. I mean, that's how it goes. That's what we do. We talked about the Youth Esports League, and so what games are you going to be competing in the Youth Esports League?
Madden, 2K. Madden and 2K, really, those are games.
Do you play Rocket League?
No, I don't play Rocket League.
Okay. But you do. We're gonna get the fighting segment start, and I know you do some Injustice, right? Mm-hmm. Do you do Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Okay. Do some Mortal Kombat, and then what about Street Fighter? Not too much.
Not really.
What about Smash?
I used to.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Like a year ago or two ago?
Like 4 years ago.
Okay. So we'll get you in there. But I mean, again, he's going to be doing a lot of competing for us. So just what I wanted to do today, especially today, shouts out to Washington High School, the athletic director, Coach Avery, the esports coach, Coach Johnson, Miss Johnson. She's awesome. They came over to Morris Brown College. They brought some young men over. Dominique, I think Darion is his brother. He's a senior. Dominique's a freshman. We had Braxton, and then we also had Jaheim as well, who's a senior. And I think Braxton is a junior or sophomore, I believe. And so they're going to be competing in the Play VS for Atlanta Public Schools. They're going to be competing over Madden 21. So we've been downloading the game. And so I got my assistant commissioner for the Youth Esports League helping me to make sure that all of the systems, the PS4s, have the game downloaded. That's what we're working on right now. Again, on the job training, that's what we do. So, when you're doing esports, so you play the game, but there's a lot of preparation that has to take place. Just like here, Jay Black, you got to prepare for a podcast or whatever you're about to do. And I know you work with getting concerts and stuff ready. You got to prepare. And so just the preparation he's doing, he's learning that that has to take place for things to be successful. And that's a transferable skill. So when people say, well, what have you done? Well, there was esports tournaments, a league that I helped set up. I helped manage and run. I helped download content to make sure the program was ready. I mean, that's a skill that's very, very valuable. So thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I mean, he do it fast. So he be like, click. They real. So me, I got to push the button over because it's not a real keypad or nothing. But they just be killing it. They be killing it over there, man, making it do what it do. So that's pretty cool. Got him working on that. And then I can't wait to see him actually compete, especially with 2K on the 2K side and the Madden side. I think we haven't really played a full Madden game yet, have we? We just was messing around. So we're gonna play when we get back to the center. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to play the game today, but he kills me in 2K now. I ain't gonna lie. Now I played it a couple times though. I gave him a run though. I played all right a couple times, but he kills me any other time in 2K. I cannot play Fortnite, so y'all don't even think I'm getting over there on a Fortnite with y'all. And I might, you know what? Have we played FIFA yet between me and you?
No, we haven't played FIFA.
So we downloading it now. So we're gonna play a little FIFA. I haven't played it in a long time, but I ain't that bad. I can do a little something. So we're gonna get that going and play. And there are going to be more tournaments that we're going to have, and y'all going to be able to come to those tournaments and be a part. And so that's going to be real cool to do that with a lot of partnerships that we're working on in the community. I'm very excited about it because we want to give y'all a chance to do it. We talked about when Ruben was on, we talked about our minor league that we're going to get started, which is going to be called the Federation of Diverse Gamers. Y'all going to join the Fed? Y'all going to join the Federation? Y'all cool? We're going to join the Federation of Diverse Gamers? That's what's up. And then, that's going to be a direct pipeline into Conclave Gaming. Conclave Gaming, this is going to be a sign, we really going to, it's a lifestyle thing. We're going to really have fun with it. And we're going to show people how it's not, it's not just a stuffed shirt thing. You can play video games and have fun, and you can nerd out at the same time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We living in that time. I wish I was a teenager or in my 20s, during this time. But, yeah. I was a nerd, man. Well, I don't know. I was like a nerd jock, in between guy, fun guy. So, I played both sides of it. It was pretty cool the way we did that. So, but now you get to do it even more. So that's fun. So, B, you gonna win, man?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. So
shouts out to Washington High School. We talked about that, and Miss Coach Avery and Miss. I want to say, hopefully I'm saying her name right, Miss Lippett. They are both graduates of Morris Brown College, so they wanted support. But I will tell you right now, out of all the schools that I've been working with, I get a lot of good parental support. I get some support from the schools, but I have 4 teachers from Washington that is supporting the esports team there and supporting our program. So it's like whatever I need, they are on point. So I'm so happy. TSK is a private school here. They're joining in as well. So as far as Atlanta goes, we got Crystal Ray, we got Washington, we got TSK. Best Academy is coming on board. We're gonna get them started, up and running. Green Forest Christian Academy. We got Wilson Academy. They're up and running. Drew Charter School. They reached out. We're gonna get them up and running. So that's like 7 schools, 8 schools that we know we're gonna have running. I know. Druid Hills High School, Southwest DeKalb High School. So we actually got a lot of Georgia schools getting in there. So that's gonna be y'all gonna have a lot of competition. It's gonna be fun to see y'all actually face. So I think we'll get everything going in March. All right, so we can be done by April, okay? And then we'll be ready for the national competition, the Youth Esports League Nationals that'll be in June. So that's going to be cool. We also working on a HBCU championship to take place in April, which we just found out April is National Minority Serving Institutions Month. So, minority serving institutions, and we talked about this before, that we support, and we had a conference that we supported around it for HBCUs, Hispanic Latino serving institutions, predominantly Black institutions, tribal colleges, and the like. So, really galvanizing those schools and those institutions together so they can learn more about esports and the gaming industry and the digital entertainment industry more broadly, because, a lot of them like music. They want to get into music. One of the things I was talking with the students the other day, that you can put music into the game, right? You can be the person who does the music, the sound effects, or you can be the person that does the graphics, or you can be the person who does the programming, the coding, or develop the story. So there's a lot of different, or you can be the person that goes on social media and market the game. That's a huge thing. I mean, social media marketing is huge, huge, huge. And so, you know, finances, law. You know, I talked to them about our partnership with Southern Law School, one of the top law schools in just in the country. You know, that's preparing, and they have a esports law program that they're pulling together. So, you know, there's a lot of opportunities there. So, you know, I wanted to make sure they understand the pipeline of where you enter in at wherever you are, where you go to the next step, be it college or certification programs or things like that. You can do our apprenticeship program, get you ready, and then we place you with professional opportunities, or we help you start your own company, because entrepreneurship is huge as well, especially in tech. You know, the barrier of entry is a lot lower than it used to be. You used to have a whole lot of money to get into it, but now you got a cell phone. You can get started with a cell phone. You don't even have to, and then go from there, and you just build from there. So a lot of people do that stuff. So that's what we're gonna continue to work on y'all for, right? What other tournaments? So this is the esports. So we got that. Shouts out again to BCGA. We have Black College Con that we're doing on tomorrow. March, we got a NBA 2K open house that we're going to be doing with Atlanta Hawks Talent GC. So we're working on that. Trap Music Museum. We're working on them to do some more community outreach and gaming. They are very, very interested in what we got going on at Morris Brown and what our company and what Ferris Conclave has going on. So I got a meeting with them to get that stuff on board. We have a Shark Tank Junior that's going to be happening, and then we have a game design challenge that we did with DoorDash that we're going to do the finale. We're working on doing it there. And so Atlantucky, I did finally get a chance to go there. We're going to be doing like a award show. It's called the U-Rock Awards with one of my partners from Metamorphosis Powerhouse Company and BK International. You know, two of my good friends that went through a cohort for Black founders here in Atlanta, and we were learning how to build our business as entrepreneurs the right way. So it's a lot of cool things we got coming up, man, and we're gonna just keep pushing it. We're gonna keep working with it. What would you want to do? So have you played in an actual tournament?
No.
You've never played in a tournament?
Mm-mm.
So out all the time you be online playing, you've never gotten into a tournament?
Nah, like with 2K, it's like a server now, whole like 100 people get on one server, and it's just like multiple courts that we can play on. It's like pickup games. It's like in real life. But like I never played like in like.
How far did you get in it though?
Like the highest streak I don't win on is probably like a 50 game streak.
A 50 game streak?
Like 50 games in a row.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And you playing with this is like global. This is online. You playing with a lot of folks that's pretty good.
On the eastern side of the country, like.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the east servers.
I don't know. We gotta get you in there, man. I'm telling you right now, this might be one of my first draftees onto my pro team. I'm gonna talk to Ruben about that. You know what I'm saying? I know we working on putting some things together. If y'all play 2K, if y'all play Madden, if y'all play Smash Brothers, Rocket League, FIFA, Injustice, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, even Tekken, Fortnite. If y'all play those games or any of the other games, man, y'all let me know. Y'all get with me, man. So we're just gonna transition real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this thing on over. So that was the esports segment. We're gonna go ahead and take this on into the film segment. Hey. Film segment here on the GameFi podcast. We talk everything gaming, arts, esports, music, and film. This is the Crystal Ray Atlanta Jesuit High School takeover for this episode, last episode in Black History Month. So we gave you a history at the beginning. We talked a little bit about gaming, and you heard from the students how they're not just esports athletes or learning to be esports athletes. They're actually regular traditional athletes, and it translates. The video games they play translate to what they do on the court, on the pitch, on the field. So there's a lot of things that these young folks are exposed to that we want to make sure they get a chance to do, and all that good stuff. So based on that, we're in the films, movies. What you watching right now?
Me?
Yeah. What you watching? TV, man. What you binging?
I don't watch TV. I just watch like Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max.
But that is TV, and that's the way. And we talked about that, Jay. We talked about how streaming is the way that TV is going to be consumed now, right? And the young folks, that's how they do it. They not on traditional television. They not doing cable TV no more. They on the streaming. They doing everything is on demand. So that's what we doing. We having fun. I mean, I was just watching. Let me see what's some of the shows that I've been watching lately, man. That's just been cool. So I like Tyler Perry's Sisters. I actually like that show. My wife not feeling it too tough, but I like that show. I finally caught up to the scene right now. It's crazy. It's bananas. My mom loves Have Nots, Ruthless. They were kind of watching on that end. But what was the thing I binged the other day? I did Reacher. I did Reacher. I binged it. I watch Equalizer. I'll be binging that. I let a bunch of shows go. Yeah, with Queen Latifah, man. She be killing it. I love that show. My mom loves that show too. She's always appointment TV. But of course, I've been doing the Power Universe. You know what I'm saying? Keeping up with Force right now with Tommy. Doing this thing in the Shy. killing it in the Shy. I watched a documentary last night on Kanye West. Cootie was the guy who did his
that documentary pretty good.
And it's on it's 3 of them. It's like 3 parts. I saw the first 2
parts.
Yeah, I'm waiting for part 3. So yeah, that was cool. But I like it because again, it gives you the behind the scenes of the trials and the struggles that people go through when they trying to become great. I mean, you see the end result of when they have hit it, but the stuff that they do prior to what they got to go through, the hustle.
I mean, I like that. It showed that it's consistent with who Kanye is today. Like he was just as confident. He was just as crazy as people would say.
Exactly.
Back then as he is now, and the second documentary it just showed me that no matter what, you have to make it happen.
Yeah,
you have to believe in yourself. Even though he had a record deal, they still wasn't pushing it. They still didn't believe in it. That
was a big thing. We had like after the show kind of conversation. We talked about that too. He's sitting right there where he could have gotten the resources to do whatever he wanted to do, but he had to show. And that's what I'm talking to them about. Like, y'all know what y'all want to do, but y'all still have to show up and do it, right? Yeah. And then you can take advantage of the opportunities that come, because your vision is your vision. It's not, yeah, I know. Your vision is your vision. He having visions right now while he's sleeping over there. Yeah, I'm calling you out over there, Zion. All comfortable. Y'all got to have less comfortable couches up in here, Jay Black, man. Y'all, with these futons and whatnot. But your vision is your vision, and sometimes you got to do your vision to completion in order for somebody else to figure out and pick up on your vision. And then you got to think about it. People like Dame Dash and stuff, they hear about what people want to do, how good they are. All the time.
I mean, you even saw it when they walked in the room. I guess they was at his house. And it was somebody it was a girl performing before Kanye, basically trying to get her music heard. Right. And Kanye was next to present his music. So like you said, people throwing music at him all the time. All the time,
and they got to go through the noise. And so you just got to figure out how do you get cut through the noise. What is going to be interesting about you. And he did it away much like Master P. You got to make your own mixtapes. You got to put it out there, and then people will take notice of you. You got to go ahead and be guerrilla about that thing and take it on. And so if y'all out there, if y'all trying to start a company, a business, you got an idea, a concept, you just got to get out there and do it. And of course you want to do it right. You want to incorporate yourself. You want articles of incorporation and actually have your EIN and tax and all that stuff. You want to get that together, but don't let that be the thing that stops you from actually getting out there, right? Don't let that, because a lot of people stop because of that. They really do. So if y'all don't get anything from me, get that from me. Start now. Young folks out here, if y'all don't hear anything from me, start what y'all want to do now, and we'll figure it out. I'll help y'all figure it out, okay? That's what we doing here. That's what we doing. And so what else? What else you been watching on Netflix?
I watched Raising Dion, Shameless.
You know what? I ain't really got into Raising Dion. Is it really that good?
Yeah, it's good.
I know this, the second season now?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's at that little school or whatnot. My kids watch Raising Dion. I haven't really been watching it all that tough. What about, what is it? Naomi? You been watching Naomi?
Naomi, nah.
It's on CW. She got her powers and I got to finish binge watching it. But I watch a lot of CW, man. I don't know. It helps me feel young like a teenager with all the CW shows. What else? What else you watching?
Recently, it was last week, I think. What's the name of that? Texas Chainsaw. A new movie came out, and it's on Netflix.
Well, Texas Chainsaw, first of all, is an old franchise. But I want to see that too because I'm into horror movies too. Was it good?
Trash.
He said it was trash. I don't believe y'all.
The older ones are better.
I'm gonna watch my own movie and then I'm gonna figure out what I like. And y'all tell me it's trash, man. I don't care. What else I watch? I watch a lot of kung fu stuff. So I watched
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, man. Cobra Kai is off the chain. They got that just the right mix of 80s/90s/ 2000s. You know what I'm saying? In it, and I love it, man. They be, I don't know, man. They hit it real good with Cobra Kai, man. So yeah, I do. You watch it?
Yeah, I love it.
Man, it was good, man. And you know what? Again, a lot of these TV shows are being shot here in Atlanta. Cobra Kai, and they actually all the high school scenes are shot out of Atlanta Technical College. That's where they shoot those scenes between that. Now they probably shoot some over at Atlanta Metro as well. But I remember seeing that fight scene. They was all over the entrance and the atrium of Atlanta Technical College, and I was like, man, they tearing up the school. But that's cool. But you get to walk and live where they doing a lot of this cool stuff, man. Especially in the film industry and things. And so we talked about Crew One, and you know, doing a lot of the behind the scenes. Rotary work. But have you done you just do things basically on like concerts and stuff, right? Have y'all done any things with films or television productions?
I mean, I think the show, what was the show for Brandy that she just came out with? Queen, was it called Queens?
I think so. Yeah, Queens. Yeah,
we did. I didn't do it, but they did some stuff for that. We do a lot of like corporate events too. Like we do the concerts, of course, but you know, like hotel ballrooms, like I told you, we did the Nouveau, the dance competition. Right. So we do stuff like that. It just, you know, anything with like big productions. Got you.
Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, we got to sit down in front of Crew One and get us a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Hey, here, GameFi podcast. What is this? The film segment brought to you by Crew One. See how that fits? I'm gonna show you this, and we're gonna get that done. All right. And see, you got to speak into existence. I'm on my inner Kanye right now. I'm gonna make it happen. We're gonna put it out there. We're gonna make it happen on that. So, anybody else watching anything interesting? Let me see. I'm trying to think what else I'm watching.
Bel Air. Been watching Bel Air.
Yes.
Bel Air was cool.
Bel Air.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good.
It was good.
It's actually good.
Bel Air.
Huh?
I said they remind me of Bel Air.
with their uniforms and whatnot. I appreciate. Even there's been some other remakes of shows that were in the 80s and 90s. Or reboots. I shouldn't say remakes, reboots, because they understand that they can't just remake it. They have to take it to the next level. So, like the people who were in it originally, they've gotten older, or the whole new cast or whatever. But they are doing it with a more serious tone, and I appreciate that, to really talk about what's going on. Like I remember watching Black Lightning, and and they really addressed a lot of the police. Racial unrest, police violence that was going on. They tackled that issue. They're doing this again in Bel Air. They're talking about all that things, talking about what was going on in Philadelphia, and a lot of our urban, they like to use the word urban, our urban centers. The same things happen a lot of times, but giving somebody an opportunity is giving somebody an opportunity. Now, you don't have to go across the country, because not everybody has an Uncle Phil Banks that they can go and
save them, baby.
Yeah, they can get saved like that. So, but there are people in the communities right now that can give you a uplifting hand, like the Brothers on Mega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. We do a lot of youth mentorship, and all of the Divine Nine Greek letter organizations, they do it. Raise a lot of money, scholarships they give, training, mentorship they give, and not just that, but also give opportunities to do community service. And just being a part of that, you never know where they'll take you. So we good. B, we straight?
Yeah, we're good.
You think we did a good show today?
Yeah, it was good.
You sure?
Yes, I want to come back.
All right, for sure. We'll have y'all back. Of course we will. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, here go the sirens. Y'all know what time that is. You know what it means. They coming to get us. They kicking us out. Zion, you awake over there? GameFi Podcast. Coach E in the house, sitting next to FG Brandon and the rest of the crew from Crystal Ray, Atlanta, making it happen. So, hey, Mr. Gasson, they doing a good job. Mr. O'Shea, they doing a good job. Mr. Harris, they doing a job. What's the other teacher y'all have? The female teacher.
Miss Acevedo.
Miss Acevedo, they doing a great job. Y'all are training them well, and we working with them. I'm going to be with them until they graduate. Hopefully I get them over to Morris Brown College. But again, Live Hip Hop Daily Studios. Check us out on LivehiphopDaily.tv. Check us out on the GameFi Podcast, everything, IG and whatnot. And as per usual, I'm Coach E. I want you all out there to practice what you preach and preach what you practice. All right? We'll see y'all soon.